in Finance World, as always, we'll begin with the top lines we're following at this hour. The Income Tax Department will now add interest amount to a delayed refund made on excess TDS deductions. The CBDT has issued a directive in this regard based on a 2014 Supreme Court order where the Apex Court had made it clear that the taxman is bound to pay interest on refund made under the TDS category. Now, TDS is primarily deducted by the employer from the salary. Foreign direct investment touched a new peak, clocking $51 billion, the highest ever received in a year. FDI rose nearly 15% over the previous year. A year before, foreign investment stood at $44.29 billion. The reasons to the creation of healthy business climate and inching higher on the ease of doing metric business. Maharashtra Cabinet adopts draft legislation aimed at regulating and capping prices of pulses, which have witnessed a spike in recent days. As per the law, the price of pulses will be fixed by a formula that will consider production of pulses, transport expenses and other related factors. The legislation will need approval by the centre. And Patanjali Ayurved, giving strong competition to other FMCG multinationals, says it is on track to achieve an aggressive 150% growth this fiscal, which involves revenue target of 10,000 crore rupees. The company is also going big on the e-commerce space. Well, the Federal Open Market Committee, that's the FOMC, opened its April meeting on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, it will announce its decision on the policy interest rate. The FOMC last raised the rate to a quarter point to a range of 0.25 to 0.5% in December. No increase is expected to emerge from the April meeting, and the market consensus appears to be that there's less than a 50% chance of another rate increase until December 2016. But when we get that statement is when we'll find out what really has been decided in that meeting. Now let's get you an update on the markets. We're going to first begin with the Asian pack as always. The Asian markets, most of them trading in the red in morning trade. The Nikkei, Kospi, Straits Times all down, though the XGS Nifty giving positive signals by being about 36 points up. Turning to the other markets, the US markets now, let's see how they closed in trade yesterday. Mixed bag there. Now remember, it's result seasons in the US as well, and the markets showing this kind of a trend. Remember, Apple came out with the results. We'll get you more details on that later on in the day. The Dow and the S&P, as you can see, the kind of triggers that they got. The European markets also mixed. The FTSE 100 as well as the DAX FTSE 100 was up about 24 points, while the DAX down about 34 points in trade. Talking about the Indian markets, the Sensex and the Nifty, they managed to close in the green yesterday, down about 328 and 107 points respectively. So that's all we have for you in Finance World today. For the rest of the news is back to Sakal and Nancy.